Well, it's the time again for year-end interviews, and we are speaking today with Battlefords Lloydminster MP Rosemarie Falk. Rosemarie, thanks for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to come in and see us.
Absolutely. I always love being in studio and being able to have the opportunity to chat.
Well, let's talk about 2024. First of all, I can't believe we're saying that it's almost at the end, but what are some of the highlights for you personally being our MP?
Yeah, you know, this year has gone by so quickly. I had the opportunity, I feel like since post-COVID, everything's in full swing and everybody's doing events and it's so great. I love it. So being able to be in the riding and connect with everyone. In the House, definitely we've been fighting the carbon tax tooth and nail, trying to make sure that Justin Trudeau and his NDP friends axe the tax for Canadians so that Canadians can live more comfortably once again.
Well, and let's maybe expand on that a little bit, Rosemarie, because obviously that's huge for people out here and just in the West in general. So where do you see this heading? Do you feel like you're making headway?
So we recently had marathon voting here just a couple weeks ago, really. And in that, what we were doing is we were saying, listen, Justin Trudeau, axe the carbon tax. Just axe the carbon tax on, on our food, on our fuel, on our home heating. Just axe the tax for farmers, First Nations, and families in Canada, so that they can have a little bit more money. And he and his NDP friends voted over 30 hours to keep the tax on, and also quadruple the tax, because that's what will happen in the near future. So we've been trying very, very hard. There was a private member's bill as well. I'm not sure, maybe some of the viewers would be familiar with it, Bill C-234. This would make some farm fuels like propane and natural gas carbon tax exempt, which is very important because a lot of our farmers are either drying grain or heating their barns with one of these two, right? So we've been trying really hard to make sure that Justin Trudeau just axes the tax for Canadians.
Are you working at all with Saskatchewan's Premier on this? Have you had any communication back and forth? Because I know they're obviously trying to do the same thing, and they want, nothing to do basically with the federal tax. So do you guys work with them, or is that their own thing?
So we definitely have conversations and collaborative working relationships. I'm a big advocate on, and I have been since I've first been elected, respecting provincial jurisdiction. The feds definitely need to do that. And so I'm glad to see some of the initiatives that Premier Scott Moe is doing. I wish that it didn't have to get to that point and Justin Trudeau would just listen to the premiers and trust that the premiers know their region, they know their constituents, they know their industries and what is best for the people that live in those regions.
Now, what about for you personally, Rosemarie, private members' bills, things like that? What are some of the things you're proud of just yourself for this year?
For sure. So I recently had a private member's bill that did kind of go through the process. It was just in committee. I was in committee a few weeks ago defending the bill. So that's super exciting. The Liberals have stolen my bill, ironically, and put it in their fall economic statement and their mini budget. I don't know how serious they are about it, though. I mean, the fall economic statement was presented in November. They have yet to bring it forward to be debated in the House, let alone they're enacting legislation. So we'll see what happens. I'm super proud that I was able to get it through the whole process thus far. And hopefully, if it's the Liberals that take it or me taking it across the finish line, it doesn't matter as long as those families that are adopting and starting their family through surrogacy have that opportunity to that leave. So it matters.
What are you looking forward to doing now? Are you going to try bringing more private members' bill forward, or do you have a focus that's coming through heading into 2024?
Yeah, so we get one lottery draw per session with a PMB. So mine's taken up. That being said, being able to advocate and fight for the constituents of Battlefords, Lloydminster, taking their concerns to the floor of the House of Commons, but also to the caucus room, I am so honored to be able to do that. So continuing to fight for affordability. We're in a cost of living crisis. We know that there has never been a moment in time in Canada where this many Canadians have been accessing food banks. So these are real, tangible problems that are affecting everyday people. Everybody around us is being affected in some way. So being able to advocate and fight for them and bring common sense solutions to some of these problems Canadians are facing is such an honor, and I look forward to continuing to do that in the new year.
So I know we spoke about the carbon tax obviously being a big thing for constituents here. What are some of the other issues that they're bringing up to you, Rosemarie, that are concerned other than cost of living and the carbon tax?
For sure. So when we look at our energy sector, I mean, especially around the Midwest here, we know that that has been something that has been a target of Justin Trudeau and his NDP friends. And just recently, actually, they announced their emissions cap. What this essentially is a cap on production. And we know that that's stepping on jurisdictional boundaries once again, which again just is going to make prices go up. It's going to target jobs. You know, a lot of our residents here have energy jobs, or that are either directly or indirectly affected by the energy sector. And it's unfortunate to see that Justin Trudeau wants to take these, jobs, send dollars to dictators. Basically, we see, going to Russia, money or energy projects, things that we could be doing here. So, being able to advocate for our intelligent, hardworking constituents and Canadians here that, can pull our energy out of the ground, produce it, refine it, and let Canadians use it.
Rosemarie, we have spoken about this before, but if there are constituents who would like to reach out to you, and I know that you're very good for getting back to people, so what is the best way that they can, with any concern that they have, or if they have kudos as well, or people in the community they think should be recognized by you for some reason, how do they go about doing that?
Absolutely. So contact my office for sure. You can either call my office. The local number is 306-825-5005. You can stop in at the office, or even just send me an email, rosemarie.falk@parle.gc.ca, and we can get connected.
Well, Rosemarie, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure chatting with you this year, and I wish you the best for 2024. I know that you're out there fighting for the constituents, so we will see how things go, and good luck with everything. You're talking about the amount of time. I think people don't understand the amount of time you actually spend in Ottawa and voting and everything else. So take a break over the holidays, hopefully, and we wish you the best.
Yes, thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much.